You're listening to Diagnosing Sitcoms and Movies, the DSM podcast. We help make mental health more comfortable by using Black movies and shows we know and love and culture to remove stigma. So join our convo with your host, Courtney Copeland, licensed mental health counselor,
and Dr. B, licensed professional counselor.
What's poppin', y'all? This episode, we are getting into the 2006 classic film, ATL.
What it do, shawty?
How you gonna say shawty this whole episode?
Bye.
Oh, gosh.
No, I'm not. I'm not. But you know.
Stop.
Yo, I was a week when he said it like that. Boy, stop. Eggs blackly. I love it. Like, I didn't realize how, like, quotable this movie actually was, and I was here for it.
Very much so. I didn't realize how many of these things I actually say in my day-to-day life. I think I have no original thoughts. They all come from film.
I love your brain. Let me kiss it. Okay. I tried again on camera. She won't let me, y'all.
Get into a quote, please.
All right, Tiger Hood. So I think the first thing that came out, of course, for me, like immediately watching it, I have to shout out the soundtrack for this. Mm-hmm. Like, it's love it.
Georgia.
Chef's kiss. Georgia. Yes.
We ain't playing with you.
We on the grind. And on my mind. You could have swore I was from Georgia the way I was bumping that shit. But anyway, so of course, starting out when he was like, dreaming is a luxury for children. I was like, damn. Right? Like, once I became an adult, I can't dream no more.
But he fixed it in the end and said that he'd been dreaming this whole time because he was always drawn.
Is that how he fixed it?
At the end of the movie, he say that.
I mean, it's still he still sounded like he was a young, bitter, old young man.
It's an old ass young man.
He was.
But isn't that just how you feel about T.I. and period?
I know. I just want him to be my daddy.
I love T.I.
Be my daddy, T.I.
I don't want him to be my daddy, but
my daddy. I didn't ask about you.
Okay, fine.
Be my daddy.
Be her daddy, T.I.
All right. Anyway,
I think that's something you might need to talk to your therapist about.
Do I? That's my business. I just happen to share it with you today.
But we both have an undying love for Clifford T.I.P. Harris.
Ooh, let me tell you, I love me some T.I. I love him bad. I saw him once in Vegas. And he saw me too.
And it was my birthday. I just want to preface the story with, it was my birthday.
He had saw me and I said, I need to take advantage of this
That's
moment.
what you said or that's what we said?
My friends told me to. I said, friends, I'm a doctor. I can't do this. And next thing I know, T.I. is looking at my nipples. I flashed T.I. I did. I said, T.I., hey!
Y'all, but T.I. was so appreciative. Like, he looked at it and it was shocked. And then excited. Like, he said, thank you.
You welcome, daddy. Anything for you. I mean, so there's that.
Yeah.
I love him so bad that he had to see a piece of me. And I'm glad that he enjoyed it.
I hope he forever remembers it.
Yes, I hope so.
Because I will always remember the time that you showed T.I. your titty.
Well, that didn't stay in Vegas. Here we are. We are sharing that story.
We are breaking confidentiality. There are some exceptions to confidentiality, and one of those is if you show your titty to T.I.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm not ashamed.
You shouldn't be. He really enjoyed it. Yeah. Be proud of that.
Even though I'm a doctor. Anyway.
Okay, so I've been excited to give my T.I. impression. Hold on, let me get in the character.
Here it is.
Okay. Hey, be clear. It's my daddy's house. I've been running stuff here since I've been 15.
Yeah.
Just been getting over.
That's something. You did it. You did something there.
Things were done.
Things were done. I think, with a little more
teen.
practice, and with a little more practice, you will sound just like him.
Little dialect coach.
Little country in there.
Hey, be clear.
Be clear.
Yeah. This my daddy house.
Yeah. So what I didn't know
what's that?
Is that this was actually based on his life.
His life?
That's what they say.
Who is they?
IMDb.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a reputable source, but
I don't know about that one. Okay.
Yeah. They said it was.
So he was supposed to be Ant.
Maybe, and maybe he was getting his ass whooped by his older brother. I don't know,
but the Rubber Band Man don't seem like he was cleaning.
No,
at night
all.
And having to ask his uncle for a box of cereal. Keeping the cereal in your room is crazy.
Insanity. With the lock on the outside door. I was like, ooh, was Child Care Protective Services called at any point?
Not at all, because he took them so that they wouldn't go into foster care.
Oh, what a
keep y'all asses together.
That's how he said it. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sucked as a caregiver, but that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, so this is based off his real life. And ATL wasn't supposed to be the name of
I
this
do
movie.
know that they wanted to call it Jelly Bean.
What the fuck is that?
Because he say he a jelly bean, he hard on the outside, soft on the inside.
Well, they had to not do that for legal reasons.
They had to not do that because it was fucking stupid.
Straight like that. Well, tell her how you really feel, girl. But anyhow, when they were in the skating rink, one of my other quotes is she was like, "These wheels ain't working." He was like, "Ain't nothing wrong with these wheels. You can't skate.
There's something wrong with these wheels.
Ain't nothing wrong with these wheels. You can't skate."
It's me. I want to skate
User
so
error.
bad. I want to be able to, I can do in rollerblade, barely. But them 4-wheeled, baby, it's something different for me. I wish I could get in because it looks so smooth.
I have the same problem. I literally took skating classes because that's how bad it was.
Can you skate now?
And now I can look a little bit less like Boosie. My goal is to look like Usher, but I was looking like Boosie on them 4 wheels. And so now I can at least
You can glide. It makes me think of that Silk Sonic, skate with me, baby. Skate. Just slide your way on over. Slide
you
your
just
way
looking
on
for a reason
over.
to sing that, wasn't you?
Skate to me, baby.
Because you got your Anderson .Paak glasses on.
I want to get to know you. And I got this mic right here. This is all I wanted in my life. Right here. Mic. Right here.
That's so disrespectful.
You done hit me in my mouth with some goddamn money.
I did. It really did, though. I saw it. It went. It was right on. But for me, I was like, go get the money. Why you letting the money fly away like that? Did you really need it that bad that you just gonna let it fly?
Because at this point, you done hit me in my mouth with some motherfucking money.
I wonder if he went to jail. You think he went to jail?
Nah, ain't nobody snitch.
I thought T.I. was gonna go after him.
Now, if the movie was based on T.I. life,
that would definitely
exactly. But
it would have started a war.
Really based on his life.
Yeah. I think that might be a stretch. I think there might be little parts of it that could be relatable.
Relatable, yeah. I'm sure the film's relatable to everyone, but
facts.
His life.
We should ask T.I.
next time you see him, he's being your daddy.
I love that laugh.
That ain't funny, man. I'm trying.
Hey, that ain't funny, man. I'm trying.
Wait,
I'm trying.
You said that serious. I'm trying to graduate. I am trying.
21.
21 in high school.
How'd that happen?
Because they stopped social promotion after middle school.
Uh-oh.
So you just got to struggle till you get it right. Give me my damn necklace back.
Give me back my necklace.
No.
Give me my damn necklace back.
Oh, man. I don't know. Was she as annoying to me when I first saw this movie, or was it just this second time? Or my I don't even know how many times I've watched this movie.
Okay, so Lauren London is royalty. We all love her.
We love her.
We all respect her.
Yes.
We all know that is a Nip's forever life partner.
Yes.
with that accent.
It was very, very forced.
It left a little bit to be desired, and I don't want to say nothing bad about Laura London.
Don't. But it was a lot. It was a lot.
Ooh, yeah, this my song. Get it, girl. It's a slow jam.
Right. Why are you going so hard? I mean, she's still in the first chorus. Like you over here, back here. Like, damn, calm down. I would have been looking at her like that too. Like, all right, how about you let her sing it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shit. But yeah, I think there were definitely some quotes. I think one quote that stood out for me, and this is a common quote, but it's how he said it. It was the school counselor telling him sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. And it being said a couple times throughout the movie. And I wholeheartedly believe that.
I agree.
Yeah. Like,
it's America, Jack.
It's America.
They not really cultured like that. Hey, man, what's up, Esquire? How you doing, man?
I love me some Brooklyn. I love me some Brooklyn.
He's such a cutie.
He is. And he was like, when T.I. is describing who he is, he's like, and doesn't fail to remind us that he's from New York.
As New Yorkers, we tell everyone where we're from.
Yeah. Because it's a pride thing.
Son.
Like, yeah, son.
Money.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Okay, I do have one actual real quote that I was like, I am going to steal that and probably actually use that in therapy.
Ooh.
Is when Uncle Charles was like, it's all about the feelings. I just want you to know the difference between what you feel and what's real. I said, well, yeah, that's kind of the basis of therapy, ain't it?
True shit.
Yeah, I'm still in that. Maybe we go to the Waffle House after, go see Monica.
I hope so. Her hair color was fire.
Yo.
I want that color.
I want that whole wig. Give me the whole wig.
Give it. I want it.
Snatch it and hand it.
Thank you. I'm a big cute.
She choose it, ain't she? But when so Jason Weaver was hilarious through this whole movie.
I love him.
Tell her, come on, check in with daddy now. I needs my money on time.
Yeah, I'm in the same class with your mama. Man, I ain't seen her lately, man. You gotta tell her come in and check in with daddy at the house. I need my money on time, Chad.
Where he was at the pool, like
out there quick pumping.
Yeah, that's the problem.
A quick pumper.
Yeah, right. With her candy necklace
at the pool. That's nasty.
It's a little sweet and salty.
It's gonna dissolve in the water.
It probably dissolved on that neck. It looked that damn hot outside.
It's sweltering. That's what the newsman said.
Can't go to the lake. This your best bet. Be at the pool. Like, gosh, sheesh. I guess everybody at the pool there. Yeah, but I miss that. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think COVID really fucked everything up.
Well, in Buffalo, they still go to the city pools, but previous mayor Byron Brown had stuff going on with him as to where he couldn't secure enough lifeguards for the city pools to open. So there was a couple summers where we couldn't go swimming just because he couldn't hire people. And then blamed it on the people. He recently resigned.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been fired. Anyway.
Can you fire the mayor? Who fires the mayor?
The governor. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't like that whole new.
Well, there's that. So, girl, we gonna get into these diagnoses.
I guess so. I just wanted to say, you got a Picasso in your house.
True shit.
You got a Picasso in your house.
He didn't have to yell at her like that.
He didn't.
Like, if I was the mom and daddy, why are you yelling at my daughter like that?
You're
just supposed to be setting the table.
But why were they so angry with her?
Because she was a lying asshole.
How was she lying?
How was she telling the truth?
She was just keeping a little something to herself.
Oh, that's what you call it?
Yeah. You ain't gotta know where I live.
We don't.
You ain't gotta know who my daddy is.
But you need a fake accent?
Yes. Yes. Oh. It was code switching.
You need to let your friends get caught up stealing while you buying all of your new shit.
Sound like a personal problem to me.
Oh, well, all right. Let me know. I'm not never doing no crimes with your ass.
Hey, I'm the one with the rap record here, okay?
I thought you took care of that.
There's just a few I couldn't get rid of. I don't know.
Maybe that's why I can be your lawyer one day.
Okay. I'm a dumb criminal too. It just be dumb shit. Like, why? You just want to misconduct? Yes, I do.
Speaking of twins,
what they do?
Stealing. So I diagnosed both of them. What was it? Vita and Star. No, one of them was Star. That's a damn shame.
It is a damn shame. I just put them
But
down as twins.
that's in real life too. I know Malika. I don't know the other one name. Damn, I would hate to be the forgettable twin. Sucks to be you. Anyway, I diagnosed them hoes with kleptomania.
Sound about right. I did the same thing.
Mhm.
So what is it again? Kleptomania. Like, do they really meet it, or is it just because they was just some thieving little girls?
Well, I mean, from the context of the film, it does seem like they did meet the criteria for kleptomania. Okay, it is a recurrent failure to resist impulses to steal objects that are not needed for personal use or for their monetary value. So they didn't need them bags. They didn't need Gucci.
They did.
Did they? They didn't need it.
They needed because Nunu had it.
Increasing sense of tension immediately before committing the theft. When they was looking at the money and the mama titty, there was some tension.
Yeah, well,
okay. Pleasure, gratification, or relief at the time of committing the theft. Now that we don't know, but I think if I got away with getting some Gucci, I might feel a little good.
I would.
The thrill.
You weren't doing all that crying when you was thieving.
Y'all's asses gonna go to jail stealing. Them dykes gonna get a hold of your asses.
The stealing is not committed to express anger or vengeance and is not in response to a delusion or a hallucination. And the stealing is not better explained by conduct disorder, a manic episode, or antisocial personality disorders. I feel like they met the criteria.
I think so. Yeah.
Little klepto hoe. Ain't nothing wrong with little klepto.
Yeah.
They call them boosters now. That was a career profession. They could be reselling. See now, and I'm always thinking prognosis. They probably got them an online shop, little consignment joint,
True shit.
little rent the runway.
Yes.
Mhm,
Making good money off that.
Yeah, because they are impressed with shiny things because they really like that car and said, let's go touch it.
They definitely give scammer vibes. I think they would definitely be
See,
very
I gave
successful.
them a legitimate business, but you sent them back to crime. Why do you want everybody to be a criminal?
We all are criminals.
Okay. I put thought into it, and I can't. Anywho, who else would you like to get into these diagnoses with?
All right. So, I mean, let's talk about Uncle Charles.
Uncle Charles.
So, I only gave him a Z code.
Fair.
And that was Z62.898. Other caregiver child.
Other caregiver child?
I don't know why that's. Let me look at that.
You sure?
Did I write that
'Cause
down right?
I don't think that's a Z
Other
code.
caregiver. It is
Other
a Z.
caregiver child.
Other caregiver child. Yeah. Well, I did do Z62.2. I mean 62.822.
Letters and numbers.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Parent foster child.
Okay.
But he wasn't a foster parent though. So
You're just Uncle Charles.
just Uncle Charles, bro. He was taking care of them kids and he won't take care of them.
He was just stressed out. He seemed that he was very
And he won't get no pussy. That was
we see who didn't get no cutty last night.
I ain't gonna lie. I got some cutty last night.
You ain't got no cutty. But your little scrawny ass.
Well, I guess we see who didn't get the credit last night, huh?
Give me my cereal.
Right? And that's stressful. Right?
That's stressful on top of being broke.
And being a janitor.
Bruh, when T.I. said, when he said, you see any hoes rolling through here? T.I. said,
It's your fault.
Facts. That ain't my problem. Ain't got shit to do with me.
Hell
Hey.
no.
I be in my room. You can have hoes coming in and out if you want to. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
very
Show
fair. But
ass.
it does seem like he was very regretful of kind of the decisions that he made throughout his life that led him to be in that place. And for a while, he was taking that out and blaming really and Rashad for those circumstances. But it wasn't necessarily, they didn't make the life decisions to get you into this position. It's just these are the circumstances that allowed you to be able to step up and be the one who could care for them because bro, look like you needed a place to stay. Because, hey, be clear. To my daddy house.
Take us
Hey, we took you in, man.
What?
Hey, be clear. This is my daddy house. I've been running things here since I was 15. You just been getting over.
But okay, so my question for you is, did you feel like as an adult male, his response to Ant's behavior and coming home from prison or jail basically was appropriate to say, hey, we could use them extra dollars? Was his response appropriate to you?
I feel like it depends. It depends on your definition of appropriate.
Okay.
Because could they use some dollars? I don't know, because Charles had the good cereal in his room, so clearly he could afford the brand names, and he had them eating motherfucking raisin flakes.
Raisin flakes. There was more raisins than flakes.
No, it's probably the other way around. A whole lot of flakes. Every once in a while, you get a raisin. Little razzle dazzle.
Make sure that's a raisin now.
Ew.
Okay.
Yes, I did see some roaches. That's what the twins said. Don't you eat nothing here?
Girl, okay. Okay, so to me, I felt like as someone, as a, you know, I would hope that he would want to be some kind of role model to these young boys.
But I think one thing that he said that was very true is you can't stop that boy from doing what he want to do.
Absolutely.
I think that was the biggest thing. And he just is operating from much more of a place of acceptance. Like, if this is what the boy is going to do, like, let's see if we can figure out how to keep it safer.
Right.
Because clearly he's not good at it. He just got caught.
Yeah. And I'm like, how are you still on the block? Everybody else went home. Your ass out here by your...
You got to make that money, honey.
Listen, even I know I'm not going to be outside in the dark, under this bright ass light, looking real lonely and real scared.
It was the looking lonely and scared.
Right.
That's why you got robbed.
That's why you got robbed.
Don't be scared. Don't do that.
Get yours. So one of the things that I be trying to be cognizant of, especially with the new DSM or whatever, is like the cultural concepts of distress.
Okay.
And so within the DSM, it defines cultural concepts of distress as ways that individuals experience, understand, and communicate suffering, behavioral problems, or troubling thoughts and emotions. And the reason why I bring that up is because when I was watching it, I think some movies I'm able to be like, yes, that's the diagnosis. This is what I want to diagnose. But I had a hard time culturally, like being able to put a diagnosis on it, because some of it was just like some basic cultural problems.
I think, and I think for Charles, it was much more so I would give, if I was operating from a place where I had to bill for insurance and I had to give a diagnosis in order to receive compensation, because that is the flawed system that we live in America, I would give him phase of life problem, because it does seem that he is, if we're looking at like developmental stages of life, it feels like he is displeased with where he is kind of in his development of life, and that kind of significant other role playing a very important part in how you define yourself at that age range. And so him not having that, he felt like he couldn't go on to the next stage, because once we see him with the nice church lady on the back of the bike, he looked happy.
So put your hand around me.
Hold me tighter.
But
you're shaking like a stripper in church. Tighten up.
He kept trying to scare the man. I was like, come on, stop with these stupid ass random noises. I would be scared too. What's happening? What's wrong with you? But yeah, I think that's something to be cautious of, especially as new clinicians, is like, once you get the understanding of diagnosis, it's like you want to diagnose every fucking body. It's like, yay!
Clearly, we have a whole show doing it.
We do. We really do. But you want to make sure that you're taking those cultural concepts into consideration. I'm talking to my new and incoming therapists and counselors,
and therapists who don't have quality supervisors.
Factuals, right? Like, you know, we got to make sure that we're taking all of the cultural things into consideration, even language, right? Because sometimes we be like getting on my nerves, right? So what does nerves mean, right?
Like, this is why it is important when you are first kind of meeting a therapist. It is like dating. You do have to find someone who is a good fit. And cultural humility is a real thing. And your counselor needs to be willing to just have some sense about them. And if they don't know, then at least ask and don't assume and diagnose you with something because they don't assume the wrong thing.
it still is heavily a white dominant profession. So, it can happen. Just look around. Find somebody that's suitable for you.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a therapist, Rosie is one. She's available. Look up.
Only in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, you gotta get your side pack.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anywho.
All right.
Moving on to Ant, because fucking Ant.
That little guy.
Jelly bean.
Jelly bean.
So speaking about Ant, down my damn nerves, but I do like when Esquire was like, peace. You mean war, brother? War! I love that.
I knew you would love that.
I say that.
And you wonder why people call you a gangster.
I am a law-abiding citizen.
You a Hello Kitty gangster.
What?
Is a Hello Kitty mixed with the gangster?
I had a student once tell me, when I was operating as a school counselor, I had a student tell me, Miss Copeland, you like a mix between Hello Kitty and a drug dealer.
That's it.
And I didn't know if that was a good or a bad thing.
I think it says a lot. I think it calls for balance. Yes.
I don't want my students calling me a drug dealer.
You are a dealer of hope.
Pushing hope.
Dr. Cope.
All right, so Ant.
She laid it. She acting up. All right, so for Ant, I did avoidant personality.
What? Tell me more.
All right, hold on.
Why you always putting the little fake? You always make a fake thug avoidant. You did it with Riley. You're doing it with Ant. You make the fake thugs avoidant. You just wanted to sound like you flipping through the pages.
Yes.
Okay.
I did. Caught it. All right, so look. So moderate or greater impairment in personality functioning, manifesting by characteristic difficulties in two or more of the following areas. So I felt like his identity was one of those areas. Like for him, low self-esteem associated with self-appraisal as socially inept, personally unappealing or inferior. And I feel like for that one, I gave a little something, okay? I had something, I gave you something, okay? So with him and the interaction that he tried to have with old girl, he didn't have anything. He wasn't cool until he became a drug dealer.
He thought he was the shit. He thought that Zubin Sakurnia made him look just like Mike Jones.
I love how...
Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
Okay. Oh, I thought she was going to do another one. It might have been extra. Anyhow, so excessive feelings of shame. Like, I don't know. Maybe he felt shameful of the fact of where he came from that made him feel like he had to put on extra. I don't know. Here we are. But then self-direction, unrealistic standards for behavior associated with reluctance to pursue goals. So like it was unrealistic for him to have the goal of having 28-inch rims.
He didn't have a car.
He didn't. Yeah. So that's unrealistic for him. How you gonna want the rims and you don't have a car? I don't know.
Grown man business.
He wanted to be in a grown man business. All right. See, that's just all I got. We could throw it away. You want to throw it away?
Yeah, please. I just felt like he was struggling with.
It didn't want to go away.
It wanted to stay. It wanted to stay.
All right, let's go.
You gotta pick that up later.
All right. Okay.
It felt like a lot of the stuff that he was going through was, though, just like age-appropriate developmental issues. I think that him and Rashad both at some point needed grief counseling once their parents died. And I feel like we are seeing manifestations of him acting out from not knowing how to process his feelings overall in general. Like you said, some issues with identity and not knowing like what that is, what that looks like. But his only kind of representations of manhood are Uncle Charles and Rashad. And he don't want to be like neither of them. So he wanted to be like the man who had the 28-inch rims. Where your ruler? And he was the one who was coming and getting the pretty girl from the high school, and that is not okay.
Absolutely.
Why do drug dealers want the 15-year-old girls at the high school? Why do bums want the 15-year-old girls at the high school? It's not okay.
I think I was that 15-year-old girl.
And you are not to blame. We do not victim blame on this show. That grown-ass man that was coming to pick your little ass up is the one who is nasty. And need his ass whooped.
Yeah, I made really terrible life decisions as a high school student.
Because you were a child, and so is Ant.
Yeah.
I think he learns his lesson after he gets shot in the neck, because I feel like that'll do it to you. That's what would change.
I think it would.
It changed Ace Boogie on motherfucker Pay the Food.
It sure did.
I can't breathe, B. I'm breathing different. I'm out.
It's when you do it. I can't breathe.
My body different.
I would assume so. So I think, did you diagnose? I would give prolonged grief disorder. I gave a little slash because he's not even of age to even be avoidant personality disorder.
Yes,
so.
because you do have to be over the age of 18 or have had like an ongoing, long presenting concern that are predating treatment. The reason that you're seeking treatment in order to be classified as a diagnosis for personality disorder. I feel like I said a lot of words to say that. I don't know why, but it just felt like a lot.
I think I only took like 2 of them.
Yeah, he too young. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, true shit. But if he doesn't deal with the prolonged grief disorder, I could see this advancing to avoidant. But I think his prognosis.
You know what he need? He need for T.I. to be his daddy, just like you. Full circle.
Well, I'm not talking about that kind of daddy. I'll cut it out. I'm not talking about that kind of daddy. Cut it out. So, all right. So we can agree prolonged grief disorder.
I give you that. Yeah. Cool. Because he's too young for personality disorder.
So what is his prognosis?
I think his prognosis is fair. I think getting shot in the neck. He was raising his hand and going to the non-honors unair conditioned class. I feel like we talk about child protective services. Why only honors kids get air conditioning in Georgia?
That's crazy.
That's child abuse.
It is.
He said that's why his ass said, was you in honors? Because you ain't got no air conditioning either.
Exactly.
Why would you do that to yourself as a teacher? Like you gonna sweat your silk press out just to make a point for the kids?
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
And I bet you that shit won't work for this generation of
While
kids.
she was sipping coffee.
Oh, that's like...
The way I would have just retched around and clicked that thing on.
Ratched. Yep. Ratched around.
Retch around and wrench it off.
Yep. You would have ratched around too.
Yeah, just clicked it on. It's right behind my head. She got to get through
right,
me to turn it off.
Whoops.
Just
makes sense. I think he'll be all right.
I mean, getting shot in the neck could do that to you. He'll be all right.
He'll have
shut every day, B.
Right. He'll have a good story to tell and inspire.
You gotta probably get him some hoes too. You gotta show the scar. Yeah.
And then it looked like he went back to being a kid. And I appreciate that part.
Yeah.
You're trying to grow up too fast. Enjoy having the luxury of dreaming.
Yeah, get in the kid business. You don't need grown man business.
You don't need grown
Get
man
in kid business.
You said, you got any children? Not that I know. Boy,
you doing something? You ain't doing nothing.
Playing with me. Speaking of, how about Marcus' old crazy self? What did you diagnose?
Who was Marcus?
Big boy.
Oh, that was his name in the movie? I didn't know.
Finally. Can we mark this down? Finally. You didn't know someone's actual name in the movie.
It took 65 episodes for it to happen.
And hell
but
yeah,
here we are.
Celebrate good times. Come out. Yes.
Okay. I'll give you that. Marcus, what about him?
Okay, I gave him answers.
Okay, and I'll give you that because he was violating the rights of others. He beat the shit out of his little cousin.
And did.
It said, don't tell my mama.
You better not tell my mama.
Whoop that boy ass. But why he had to pull the gun out on Ant like that though? He could have just whooped Ant's ass just the same.
$2,000? I threw a chair at somebody over 40 cents in high school, so I couldn't imagine what I would do to somebody
this is why they think you're a drug dealer. I think that's it. That right there.
I don't even do drugs. How am I dealer? I'm clearly aware that you can deal them without doing them, but
to each his own. Anyway.
You know what else? I can't do on the spot math. That's why I would make a terrible drug dealer. I feel like somebody, if I had to make change real quick, fucked up.
Hold on, let me get my calculator.
Just cash at me.
But see, I don't think I would either. No one would take me serious as a drug dealer.
That's why you would go unchecked. The police would be like, not that goofy hoe.
What? Not I'm a goofy hoe.
That can't. The queen pin? No, not her.
It's me. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Like you mean it. I'm in charge. I wouldn't survive a day in jail. Actually, I would.
Now we going to jail? See, that's why I'm really not a criminal. I don't want to go to jail.
I think
I'm too little.
I can survive.
I could survive, yeah. Like I would have to go
sessions
to
and shit.
solitary confinement and just be by myself. I don't like people.
Yeah, women prison is really dangerous.
And it's really just nasty. And the toilet is in the middle.
Actually, I still think I could do it.
It's the
how did we get here?
Non-winged sanitary products for me in prison. I couldn't deal with the state issued sanitary products. That's what keeps me from committing crimes. And being raped by prison guards. Doesn't sound like fun.
How did we get here?
I'm not a criminal.
That's it. That's how we got here. Courtney is not.
I can't read. I'm not a criminal. Anywho, Marcus. Yeah.
Antisocial. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's
in jail.
all.
He's in jail.
Oh,
That's
he's in
his
prison
prognosis.
right now?
Yeah.
I feel like somebody murdered him.
Or that. Or that.
No, you know what I feel like? Because he was telling that story about how that whole jumped out the window.
I was so weak, my leg. I woke up the next morning, one of my footies was off. Cold flashes. Look, she wasn't nowhere around. I'm like, man, where'd she go at?
First of all, you a grown man, you wear footies, you don't wear regular socks. Okay. So, well, you know what? No-show socks was in back then. So, it's okay. They make fun of us elder millennials for wearing no-show socks. Anywho, as Rosie currently has on no-show socks. Shh, don't tell her. I think that one of these girls got him set up, and that's how he got murdered.
Yup. Anyhow, wait, who else?
Yeah, we can Esquire.
You want to go Esquire?
Adjustment disorder. What you think?
He's blank.
He's blank.
I don't have anything.
Blank.
I really feel like I can relate to Esquire as a high school student.
I bet you do.
What the what do you mean?
War, my brother. War.
We are the absolute opposite. Yes, indeed. So I felt like with Esquire, he was just trying to make it out the hood, you know? But using education, and I could relate with that. I felt like I used education to survive and to get out. So yeah, I think that's why I couldn't give him any.
You think you over-identified with your client to the point where you could not objectively diagnose their behavior in context?
Ooh, this is not my client, first and foremost.
That's literally what we do with the show. We treat them as if they were our clients.
I didn't take him on. That's why he blanked. That's your client.
Because you over-identified with him.
I referred him out.
And you had no objectivity.
Wow. Is that what you're labeling me right now?
That's what, if I was, you know what, I'm doing supervision type stuff now. I'm in supervision a lot now. And that's what I would say. I just gave him adjustment disorder because it seemed like he was really struggling with the fact that he knew that Nunu was Aaron and he didn't want to lose his friend. He didn't want to tell his friend. He just was in an awkward position. But I do feel like it was really causing him distress to the point where he showed up. He had to pull up on Rashad and said, I brought them so he wouldn't beat my ass.
I don't think that. I wouldn't label it as adjustment disorder.
Who would you label that as?
I couldn't. I couldn't.
Okay, clearly. Yeah. You said that.
If I had to give a diagnosis for billing purposes, yes, adjustment disorder is where I would go. Absolutely.
I feel like his reaction. You got a Picasso in your house. I feel like that's a lie.
You really big boying me right now, okay? With all these loud ass noises that you do.
Bang. drinking chocolate milk by itself at night in the heat is disgusting, and that's he deserved to spill it all over himself.
But that also reminds me just how much of a child he is.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna go get me some. I'm stressed.
Yo, that will fuck my stomach up.
Okay. Ain't helping
I'm stressed
shit.
from just getting robbed, and now it's hot outside, and I'm gonna drink chocolate milk.
Protein is protein, B. All right. So what's our prognosis for Esquire? He become is that really his name?
No.
Why did I? Damn it! I lost the streak. I had it. I was doing so good.
And we're back to normal.
God damn! I really thought that was his real name though.
But this will make you feel good.
What?
I don't know what the fuck his real name was.
True shit. Like, yeah.
We call him Esquire.
Just call him Esquire.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, does he become an attorney, you think? Or does he go into politics?
Who gives a shit?
I do.
Okay, I think he graduates.
Cool.
He does whatever it is that he wants to do and then continues to be a sellout.
A
No,
sellout?
I don't say that he will do that because he did condemn Mr. Garrett for being a sellout and saying, like, I'm going to remember that Mechanicsville made me who I am. And it made you who you are. So I don't think he's going to be a sellout. I think all of that context and his experience with finding out that Nunu is Aaron, I think it's going to keep him. It's going to be a protective factor to keep him from being a sellout. But he's going to get money and get out the hood.
Absolutely. He don't want to be there. I mean,
somehow, some way, we're going to make it someday.
We gonna make
You missed
it.
the song that I was referencing, but all right.
Well.
Anywho, Rashad, let's get into it.
Uncomplicated bereavement for Z-code, prolonged grief disorder as well. I mean, diagnose my zaddy. What you got? Don't hate. Don't even hate.
He was your zaddy in this movie?
No, not at all.
So why you couldn't diagnose him?
Listen now.
Okay, but I agree with the prolonged grief. I do agree that was kind of a lot of the things that were presented. My concern is that he was really struggling. Like each time he said, I'm just tired of people lying to me. Like, and I really, like, he really meant that.
Yeah. Like, you think somebody lied to him about his parents' death initially? Because that, like, felt
it felt like
something.
something was connected to that.
Yeah.
Like, it was more than just.
It was just like one little moment, but like here we are with this like overgeneralization or like, you know, magnification that's happening. So to me, I feel like there was more.
I agree. And I feel like even as a young man, though, he was channeling his emotions effectively.
Yes.
I feel like he did a really good job with that. I feel like he whooped an ass and kind of needed his ass whooped.
He did. Because Uncle Charles wasn't going to do it.
Wasn't nobody going to do it.
No.
Because, hey, be clear. This my daddy house.
It's getting better.
I've been running things since I was 15.
Yeah. It's getting there.
So he felt like he was the dad. And he had to, you know, have some repercussions for the negative actions that Aunt was doing. And so in that instance, he did that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he was very much so protective of him. But even after that episode, he was like, I'm sad. Okay, let me call my girlfriend, go do something nice. And he didn't take it out on her.
He didn't.
He was just like, hold my hand, let's skate.
That's so cute. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got for him. What's his prognosis?
Great. Wonderful. I don't know, how much money can you make being a cartoonist? In my mind.
What?
He worked for the Boondocks. Made a whole bunch of money.
I love it.
Yeah. Got into anime.
Yeah.
He's living large right now.
Yes. Because animation is really a good thing. I mean, there's like a new cartoon coming out like every season.
In my mind, he invented Airbender.
I love it. Okay. All right. Cool. So what about his other raggedy friends? Teddy.
Okay, so Teddy has some type of specific learning disorder.
Baby, I wrote it down.
There is an IEP somewhere that is not being followed because why is that man
not.
21 in high school still?
Yeah.
And all your friends is 18 and 17?
He was like, my mama live with me.
Because she going through some things.
When you call me, don't even trip, okay? If a lady answer the phone, that's my mama. Now, she's staying with me for a little while because she going through some things.
Why is she picking up the phone still?
Because it's her motherfucking house.
True
Teddy,
shit.
get off this phone. You ain't cleaned your room. See, that made me feel like there's some level of disability there.
Yeah.
And she's still treating him like a child too.
Yeah. I definitely put specific learning disorder. Absolutely. Now, as far as like severity, not quite sure.
Yeah, we need to fully assess that a little bit more.
You know, a little more testing, but absolutely. I think his prognosis, he's successful.
Got that from your boy. I mean, yeah, because I think that he had already found that making grills was something that he wanted to do. He was doing that well. He clearly still was able to develop relationships. He had strong friendships and was able to still talk to females. So I feel like it wouldn't be difficult for him to find a romantic partner. They would just have to be okay with him being a quick bumper.
Yeah, because I mean, he 21. He ain't grown out of that shit.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all. That's all you got, bro. Pew. Damn.
Yeah.
Nothing's faster than a pew.
Okay. Well,
Brooklyn then. We talk a little bit more about Brooklyn. I felt that he was dealing with some acculturation difficulty with adjusting from going from the culture, the lifestyle of living in New York City and then coming to Atlanta and just trying to find his way through that. Why are y'all so country?
The whole Waffle House.
The flies. Why are there so many flies?
It's true.
What? And they big as hell.
They really are. One flew by me and I was like, what was that? I thought it was a bee.
I was assaulted.
Yeah. And they come 2, 3, 4 times all up in here.
They like brave.
Jesus.
They be trying you. Like, what you gonna do?
And then you be punching the air trying to get them.
Then you look crazy.
You look real crazy. So there's that.
Acculturation.
I gave him a Z code, Z56.4, Discord with boss.
Oh yeah, because he was going through it, wasn't he?
Damn, right? Like took the whole apron off and threw it at him.
Yo, the boss, he was talking cash shit though.
He was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He deserved that.
I wonder how long this had happened before he decided that this is it. And
at what point do you say maybe fast food isn't for me?
Do you have the luxury of doing it at that age?
Ooh, at that age.
At that age.
It looked like he was a whole ass manager though. At the end of the movie, he had a headset. He had on a white shirt. He had a button up.
He did.
His shirt had buttons.
His shirt had stripes too.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because at McDonald's, we had the red shirt and the bosses had the white.
The bosses had the little ascots.
Yeah.
They were fancy.
They were fancy.
They were Fred from Scooby-Doo. That leisure wear.
Right. Okay. Sheesh. Ooh, that brought back some kind of memory. Baby, working at McDonald's.
Ooh, the non-slip shoes.
Yo, the salt on my shoe, the salt and grease had like my shit going like this. I would put it on.
You was an elf? You was a little McDonald's elf?
I don't know what happened. Oh, good old days. Good old days.
Where are they though? Working for them slave labor prices? I don't know.
Who else we got on here? Who else we got?
Nunu.
Bitch, how we forget Nunu? We had an Eric. All right. I don't even have. What did I have?
Shit.
I don't have nothing for you either.
Okay, so I have a fake made-up diagnosis that as we like to do here on this show.
What is it?
Woo-hoo. Okay, so it is a derivative. I'm going to need you to help me name it. But it is a derivative of the specified dissociative disorder because she had 2 separate identities. They even had 2 separate names. And that's that's usually the big one when you're looking at dissociative identity disorder. Like, are there full-on character differences? And like, are they distinct different personalities? Do they have different names? Like, we go through the whole kind of checklist when we're assessing for that. And I don't feel like hers was full-on identity disorder because clearly she's full aware that she's doing this shit. But I feel like there's some level of dissociation happening there. You have to exist in 2 different spaces to be that person.
Would Delulu count?
I like it. Dissociative Delulu.
Dissociative Delulu.
I like it.
There we are.
Boom.
We have a new diagnosis.
Dissociative Delulu.
Yes.
For these lying assholes. Lying asshole. That's the criteria.
You got to be a lying asshole.
And lying asshole can go for any gender, gender queer, gender neutral, gender fluid. It can be anyone.
It could be anybody.
Lying asshole.
That's it.
You got a whole different identity.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I don't know this person. Aaron, is it?
Rashad, I'm
Excuse me.
sorry.
Aaron, is it? I don't know this person right here.
But here's my part. Here's a perspective I'd like to give. Perhaps she was ashamed of her living arrangements and her adequate income. Like, she wanted to be like them. Why is she going to the same school?
You really want to be ghetto.
That's what Spire said. I mean, hey, everybody wanted to be black.
She was black.
I mean, but being ghetto to me is also kind of.
But she live in Atlanta.
Everybody
where it's
loved
okay
the
to have
culture.
money.
Okay. Yeah, well, here we go. Here's my point. Point is,
she could have been Nunu. This Nunu. She could have been Nunu and just had money.
Sometimes people don't want people to know they have money. That was just her way of protecting herself.
Oh, okay.
Because her daddy didn't. He had issues with letting people know.
No, he had the issues. He was the full-on one to the point where he was like, I want to forget that is where I'm from. I want to completely remove that from even my bio of history. Like, I don't want that. Which is a good selling point. He should have used it. But to the point where he did so much trying to run away from who he is that it caused dissociative delulu in his lying asshole daughter. Do you feel like a strong relationship can be built between Aaron and Rashad, given that the start of their relationship was based on a lie?
It didn't seem like a huge lie.
It don't seem like a huge lie?
She didn't disclose certain things. That my daddy rich, I live in a mansion. She didn't disclose it. She didn't lie. She just didn't disclose it.
That's a lie. Telling half-truths is a lie.
It doesn't have truth.
Hey, be clear.
Stop it. It's getting good. It's actually getting good. You're an idiot.
I just don't think that it seems like he was to the place where he could forgive her. Even though at first when she was like,
Tell me that you still care.
He said,
I don't.
I think
I was like,
that
damn.
broke my heart. That made me cry too.
Okay, the way she walked away, I was like, damn, friend, I feel you. That's real sad.
And you did it in front of your friends.
Baby, okay, it's even worse. I would have felt like, oh my God, I would have just rolled
I'd have turned and cussed them out just because I'm embarrassed.
Shut the fuck
y'all
up.
looking at?
Get the fuck out of here.
Teddy with your old ass.
Right.
Fuck out of here, Brooklyn, if I break your other arm, bitch. Drove away in my BMW.
Okay. Make that peel off. I don't know. I feel like they have good prognosis as a couple.
So you really feel like they made it through her going to college?
Yeah.
No, I feel like she found her a Morehouse man who equally wanted to be fake ghetto, and they ran off into the sunset. But stay with me. I did this so that then Rashad can be single and he can be your dad.
Oh, okay. I see what you did, digger. Well, I think that they actually stay together because she really loves that part of him.
The ghetto side?
The ghetto. She wants to be ghetto so bad.
But he is trying to make a way for his life. Like, he don't...
I feel like he's
Does she want him to be poor or just ghetto? Because there's a difference. There's a difference between poor and ghetto.
Being ghetto. I don't even, sometimes even the term ghetto, be like, especially when white people say it.
Oh, they're not allowed.
Like,
It's on that long list of things that white people aren't allowed to say around me.
But yeah.
Somebody called you ghetto? A white person called you ghetto?
No.
Oh, girl.
Not to my face.
Don't do it.
Not to my face.
Point them out.
Shh. It's okay. No one call me ghetto. Anyway, so.
What accent was that?
I don't even know.
It was just as bad as Lauren London's. Anyway, continue.
Hey, listen. I don't got no coach. Can't say the same for her. Anyhow, I think it's good. I think their prognosis is well. I think that because she was there for him with his brother,
yeah,
I think they grow
a little trauma bond.
A little trauma bond.
Okay, that's healthy too.
Oh, Wow. And I feel like she, they continue to just have like this bond. Like that's his high school sweetheart forever and ever. Forever, my baby.
Forever, Shanae.
And that was not the song I was going for. It's the same song. It's like a dream. I'm holding. I love this.
You don't even. You stopped because you didn't know the words.
Shit, goddamn it! It hit me again.
So well. So, would you like to do anything to celebrate that this is our 65th episode together?
Yes.
And what is that?
Do.
Oh, and that's it.
This is it.
All right.
Yes! It's 65! We're 65 episodes in.
So if you would like to support the show to help us get more content out to you all, you can visit our website and follow the Support the Show link to become a Patreon member or donate on our Cash App. Now, we're happy to get the kind of money that jingles, but we'd rather the kind that folds. As always, be sure to follow us on Instagram at the DSM Podcast, and you can subscribe to our show wherever you get podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and leave us a comment because we're counselors. We actually care about what you have to say. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Okay, bye, you some